So recently I tried using this and I noticed a little, I guess, concerning thing. Obviously in the video where I got shocked, I smelt a burning smell and I just assumed it came from the static pressure that was built up in the system. Not static pressure, but static electricity. So let's see if my suspicion of what the burning smell might actually be coming from is true. Vacuum. Definitely the problem. I already can smell the burning smell. Looks like we gotta take this apart. And that's exactly what I did. I'm not gonna go over the full details on how I dismantled it. It's pretty straightforward for the most part. The video is not really focused around fixing the vacuum. But let me show you some of the interesting and funny moments during my investigation on what the problem was. So I'm just gonna stand back. I can't remember if I had it turned on or not, so we're gonna find that out too. Oh, is that gonna spin? No, it shouldn't spin. Okay, so it in fact was going to spin. So I think right now it's off. I'm just gonna plug it in just to test. It's definitely not off. Ouchie. I didn't know this thing was gonna come freaking flying out at a million miles per hour. God damn. Oh, this might be our problem actually. The brushes look pretty banged up. So I contacted RIDGID support and I'm just kind of waiting for them to get back to me. I think it's honestly just the brushes that need to get replaced, but I wanted to contact them in case it's not. So then that way it doesn't look like I tried a fix that didn't work and then broke it further. But while we wait, I thought now would be a good time to start to try to solve the issue with the Cyclone gaining so much static electricity. Static, whatever. So I have a plan. Let's just go ahead and get this started. So I got the top off and I'm just gonna take this screw out here. Now to get this off, it's a bit of a pain, but it's not horrible. Just use some pliers and you just pinch these two tabs till they knock out like that. And then you can slip this out, okay? So now we got this guy. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a hole right here. So this is the entrance, right? So pretty much right here. Nice. I have this bolt. I think this is just a 6mm. I got a pretty large washer to go with it. I'm gonna send that through like so. And then on the other side, I'm going to do another washer. This one's not as big, but I don't think it really matters. I'm going to do one of these little connector guys, but actually, you know what? To make our lives easier, why don't we attach that to the wire first? So this is 14 gauge wire. You don't have to do the like solid wire. It can be whatever. This is just what I had. And I'm gonna crimp it so that it's nice and tight. Oh, maybe it's not nice and tight on there. Now it's nice and tight on there. And I'm just gonna tape it just to be safe. And when I say safe, not as in I'll get electrocuted, but more in like so it doesn't fall off. So I got that all taped up, looking pretty average. Now on this side, I'm basically going to just put that guy on there, right? And then I'm using a lock washer. Or not a lock washer, a lock nut. I don't want to tighten it too much to the point to where it's gonna crack, but that's all done. So now I have this wire connected to the lid, just like so. Oh, I should also put back together this. To put back together this, all you're basically doing, there's like some slots you can see right here, and they just tuck in to some specific spots on the actual top. So those slots are in, and then just push down. Boom. And then add that screw back in. Voila. Alrighty, so we are back. RIDGID is taking forever to get back to me. It's almost been 2 weeks and still haven't heard anything. So I have a project that's going on right now that needs to start getting sanded. So I'm just going to use a different vacuum for now, but I want to get this sorted out because I still want to use my Cyclone. Anyways, I bought this plug. It's a male from Amazon for like really, really cheap, honestly. What I gotta do here is take it apart like so. So this green screw, this bottom one, is the ground, which is what we're gonna want to use. So what we wanna do is first run this guy through here, then strip the end, which we are dealing with 14, I think. Yes, sir. Ideally, I wanna wrap it around so that I know it's gonna stay in. So I just made a little U shape here. With this specific one, you can't actually unscrew it all the way. So I don't think this will let you wrap it around, which is a little annoying, but it's fine. We are gonna cut this back a little bit because we don't need it that long. We're not gonna wrap it around. So now we could tighten down this green screw. Bring back the top of the plug. Now let's screw this in. There we go. Now we have our little ground cable, and I'm gonna keep working with this and see if it works, and I'll let you guys know if I get shocked. Before I go over the RIDGID Chronicles and what happened with that, I kind of want to explain how this repair works because I didn't exactly go over it in the video. And I'm pretty sure you guys can get the idea, but what you have to do is just plug this into any outlet. That's pretty much it. Now, I ain't no scientist, but from my understanding, by having the Cyclone connected to some sort of ground and using that bolt to be able to carry that ground signal, I guess, into the actual Cyclone head, the dust that then falls into the bucket isn't going to be charged with static energy, so you won't shock yourself. It's the same way as if you were to touch metal, just, ground yourself. It's what's happening to the dust inside the bucket. I wouldn't be worried about getting any type of electric shock from this because obviously you're plugging into an outlet that has electricity running through it. The thing is, we don't have any wires connected to those two upper prongs, so I wouldn't worry about it. And if you can remove those prongs, I mean, you're more than welcome to. I decided not to, just so I wouldn't have any issues with it falling out of a plug. But I will let you guys know that I have been using this for quite a while now. It's almost been a month, and I've done some pretty long sanding operations on it, and I have yet to been shocked from my dust collector. So I'm very happy with how this all turned out, and if anything changes for whatever reason, I'll make sure to mention it right at the top of the description. But let's talk about what happened with RIDGID. Look, I'm gonna make it quick. I completely understand why they're denying me for my warranty. I mean, I took the entire thing apart. What makes me upset is it took them 2 weeks to tell me I'm not able to get the warranty covered because I took it apart. When the person who literally was helping me, she asked in an email, "Did you try doing a repair?" And I explained, "No, I just took it apart and I sent these photos to you." 2 weeks for someone to basically look at the photos that were already looked at and say, "Yeah, you took it apart." So that was a little annoying. But anyways, we have everything fixed. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you all for watching.